This
recorded video.
conference will now be recorded.
So my screen is visible for everyone, right? Just quick type in chat box. Okay, my screen is visible, right? Are you getting, all of you are getting my screen, right? It's fine. My screen is visible. Please type in chat box. Am I audible? Hello. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. So others also are getting my screen, right? Sovik, Amit are getting my screen, right? Rohit.
Yes, I am getting. Yes.
Okay, and we response in like chat box also. You can mute because the things is we are in online, and sometimes like things happen. Maybe internet connection is there, so and all. So if you're like if my voice is broken or like if you are not getting my screen, quick reply on that. Okay, so then I will repeat again. Okay, so let's start. So first, actually, uh, the hackings. Okay, so first the basic terms actually we'll discuss, like what is hackings and all, and what is ethical hackings, type of hackers, just little bit common terminologies and all actually we discuss. So first terms actually we discuss about like hacking. Okay, so I think you all of you know like little bit about hackings means like the unauthorized access. So you don't have any permissions to that system, so you want to do actually unauthorized access of that particular system, so that is called actually the hacking. So you don't have any authorized permissions, okay, to that particular systems. Okay, so you try to access that systems, and then after access, like you are like steal the data from that systems and like share with others persons and all. Okay, so means without permissions actually you try to access. So this is called actually hacking. So unauthorized access where system owner don't give you the permissions, so that is called actually the hacking. So next term is a ethical hacking. Okay, so my question is actually hackings means we know unauthorized access. So now how it will be like as a ethical. Ethicals means the right things, right? So ethics basically ethical things. Hackings means itself the unauthorized access. So when it will be like ethical hacking. Okay, so have any idea? Just let me know. Have anyone have any idea like when it will be ethical hacking? Yes, Yasmin. Have anyone have any idea? Please let me know. Please. No idea? Okay. So what is ethical hacking? So in the ethical hackings means also unauthorized access. Okay, we are trying to do the unauthorized access, but here the big difference is here system owner. Okay, here system owner give you the permissions. Okay, well, here system owner give you the permissions. I think that person. Hello. Yes. Calling from Indian cybersecurity solution. I think you register for that ethical hacking webinar, right? From 5 p.m. So yes, I think you received a mail, a link, I think, in a mail actually. So can you join the session? Yeah, please try to join. Yes, yes. So here, actually, in the ethical hacking, system owner give you the permission to hack their system, means do the unauthorized access their system. So that's why it is this process is called ethical hacking. So only difference is the hacking system owner don't give you the permission to do unauthorized access of their system. So that's why it is hacking. And in the ethical hacking here, system owner give you the permission to do unauthorized access of their system. So that's why it's called ethical hacking. So you know this difference now clear? Just let me know. It's clear for everyone what is hacking and difference between the hacking and ethical
Yes,
hacking?
yes. Yeah.
Clear, right? And Amit also,
Yes,
Amit,
sir.
Rohit, Yasmin, okay, clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Great. Okay. So now there is actually three types of hacker is there, and who are doing basically this kind of activity, means do unauthorized activity. So that person is basically called hackers. Okay. So now basically there is three types of hacker is there. With the hat, actually hat wise, there is three types of hackers. So first is a white hat. Okay. So white hat or ethical hacker. Okay. So next one is a black hat. Okay, or cyber criminal. Or third one is the gray hat hacker. Gray hat hacker. Okay. So what is it? So first is a white hat or ethical hackers, means here's they like give permissions, take permissions actually from the system owner, then try to do unauthorized access. So that's why that person is called actually white hat hacker or ethical hacker. And black hat hackers, they don't have any kind of permissions. Okay, so without permission they try to do. So that's why that person call is black hat hackers. And next one is a gray hat hacker. So in the gray hat basically, so sometimes they're doing like white hat activity, sometimes they do like black hat activity. So that's why actually that person is called gray hat hackers. And the things is actually most interesting things, 90% hackers is basically gray hat hackers, because they sometimes they try to do the white hat activity, but sometimes they do the black hat activity as well as. So maximum hackers in the category is a gray hat hacker. Okay. So got my point. So white hat hackers or ethical hackers, so we are basically focused on ethical hackers obviously, because here system owner actually give you the permissions to do the unauthorized access, and you try to access do obviously unauthorized access you want to do. Why system owner give you the permissions to do unauthorized access of their system? Because of system owner want to test how their like application is, how their system is secure from the hackers. So that's why system owner here give you the permission to do the unauthorized access. So now they system owner can understood, okay, as external hackers then they cannot hack that things, means this way. So that's why here uh, system owner hire basically white hat hackers or ethical hackers to do that kind of activity. Okay, like same as a like hackers. Okay, so there is a three types of hacker: white hat, black hat, and gray hat. Till now everything is clear? Please let me know in the chat. Please let me know.
Sir, can you repeat black hat?
Black hat hackers. Okay, so
Yes,
here
yes.
system owner don't give you the permission. So without permissions actually, without system owner permission, though they try to access their data, and after access then they try to sell to other persons, or they steal all the data from the system owner. But system owner don't know actually, and system owner don't give it the permissions. So that's why that person call is the black hat hacker. So this is related to like the hacking. Okay, so in the hacking basically here who do that person is called actually the black hat hacker. Okay,
Okay,
got
okay.
my point? Yeah, clear?
Yes, yes.
Any question? Okay,
No,
okay,
fine.
okay, great. Okay, good. So three types of hacker is there, and there is others types of like different types is there, like skip kid is there, knobs is there. So skip kid is basically they don't have like the knowledge of hacking, great knowledge of hacking. So they only know the how to use tool and how to use the script, and only the step by step they know only. So what is the backend process, what's going on in backend, and why these things happen, so they don't know. So that person is called actually the skip kiddies and all. Skip kiddies, novice. Okay, so now next important terms is basically hacktivist. Okay, so this is the one basically important term you can learn actually. So hacktivist, so hacktivist is basically this terms is basically come from activist. Okay, so activist we know basically who are like protest, who are try to do activity for the common people. Okay, so for the common peoples means suppose like the political leaders. Okay, so political leaders is basically try to protect against the common people. Now political leaders do do fight for their own purpose, but the things is actually the politicals means is basically they try to fight for the common peoples. Okay, so that is their concern actually. So that person, that political leaders or who basically fight for the common peoples and common things, so that activity is called basically activist. Okay, so that person is called activist. So now in the hackings also, what is hacktivist? So hacktivist terms is basically come from hacking, hack plus activist. Okay, so here hackers is basically the activist kind of role they play basically. So how, like suppose, let's say as example, our prime minister tell something or like try to launch some plan and all, and suppose that plan is maybe affecting like lots of people. Okay, so like common people, they suffer from that basically that decision. So now actually political leader try to like protest, they down in road and try to protest against that. But hackers here, hackers basically try to protest through hacking. So they try to hack the government server and all. So through the government, hack the government server and all, so they try to protest that, they try to tell that this is the wrong things. So that kind of persons or like that kind of group is called basically hacktivist. I think you maybe heard about anonymous group. So anonymous group is the number one hacktivist group till now in the world. So they try to protest against they fight for the the big source, big source means the political powers and all, and they fight for only the common peoples. Okay, so that's why that group is called hacktivist. Okay, so till now clear? Any questions, any doubt, please let me know. No question, right? And okay, no sir. Okay, and Shobik also, Amit also, and the session will be basically the interactive sessions, because I have lots of knowledge, but I want to share something. I don't want to share all the things with you, but I want to share something, and you have to capture that things. Okay, so that's why the session will be in the interactive mode. So if you have any confusion, anything, please let me know in chat, or you can unmute yourself and tell me. Okay, so then I will explain again. Okay, because I don't know you clearly understand that particular things or not. So please let me know. Okay, and don't feel anything, just feel comfortable and ask me anything. Okay, so next things is basically technical term, another technical term I'll discuss. So that is called vulnerability. This is the most important thing. So what is vulnerability? Okay, so any idea what is vulnerability? Anyone have any idea? Please let me know.
Weakness of a
Yes.
system.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Okay. Rohit, you want to
Sir,
try to say? Yes, yes, tell me.
the
Yes, tell
weakness
me.
of a website or
Weakness of the website. Okay, so
yes,
it's 80% correct. So what is vulnerability? So vulnerability means the weakness of the system actually, not a website. So website is a part only. So vulnerability is applicable for the systems also, maybe your device is also, your laptop is maybe vulnerable, or there is a IoT device is there, so maybe that IoT device is also hackable. So everything, not only the website. Okay, other things is fine basically. So what is vulnerability? So vulnerability means the system weakness. Okay, so weak point of the system. So if I explain more what is vulnerability, so let take an example. Suppose there is a house. Okay, and in that house, suppose you don't have any permission, you cannot access that house. Okay, so because if you have the like invitation card, then only you can access that house, otherwise you cannot access. So now the thing is, you are checking but you want to access. Okay, so you don't have any invitation card but you want to access that house. So now first what you do actually, suppose if you want to access the like house, so then first your first step will be like find out the door of that like that house, right? So where is the entry point of that house? So then you can, through the entry point only you can access. So first your job role is like find out the entry point. So now you are checking, there is a main gate is there. So but in the main gate actually there is a security guard is there, camera is there. So obviously you don't have any kind of like invitation card, so obviously they don't you cannot access through the main gate. Okay, so now you are checking, there is a back side another gate is there, but in that gate actually, so there is no security guard is there, no camera is there. So means the back side that gate is the vulnerable things for that house, because using that back gate actually you can, means who don't have any kind of authentications like invitation card something, so they can access in that particular house. So that's why that back gate in that particular house is a vulnerable things, right? Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, clear? Okay, everyone clear, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, oh, fine. So next things is the exploit. So this is also another important terms, technical term. So what is exploit? Have any idea? Not audible.
Payload. Payload.
Show payload. No, payload is a different things. I'll explain payload also. Sovik, Shovik, can you hear me now? Shovik, not audible. Uh, for everyone, voice is cracking, sir. Amit, can you hear me? Or like Rohit, can you hear me? Amit is not there. Rohit, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Fine, sir.
Is
Fine,
my
sir.
voice fine? Now, Shobik, can you hear me? Shobik? Yamini, can you hear me? Shobik, can you hear me? I'm able to hear you. Yamini, yes. Your voice is, I can't hear you actually. Voice is cracking. Can you restart? Yamini and Shobik, can you restart? I think Rohit can hear me clearly. Maybe,
Yes, sir.
yes. So
Yes,
maybe
sir.
issue with now fine? Hmm? Hello? Sir, voice. So we just left the GoToMeeting app, just exit and then again just click on again join. I am waiting. Just like exit from the GoToMeeting app and then reconnect that. Rejoin. Shobik, rejoin. I am waiting. And Amini, you have same problem. So then please rejoin the session again.
লাইন নাই কিছু দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে লাইন নাই দুপুরবেলা চালালো নি মেশিনটাকে
Okay. Sir, now clear. Okay, Yamini clear. Shobik. Shobik, I think rejoin. I'm just waiting. Shobik, now clear? Okay, I'm just waiting for Shobik. Just wait few moment. Shobik, now clear?
Yes, yes. Now fine. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, and no issue
Yes.
with Yamini and Rohit, right? I think Amit is left somehow. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. So now next terms is the exploit. Okay. So what is exploit then? So exploit is basically uh, actually suppose there is a vulnerable place is there. Suppose you get that this is the vulnerable place you can access. Now obviously you have to use something, so then you can access only. So that things is basically called exploit. So what is it? So like as an example, suppose there is that backside gate in that house is a vulnerable gate, right? So using that gate actually we can enter, we can access in the house. Okay, so the backside gate is a basically the vulnerable place, actually that vulnerable gate. Okay, so now suppose the gate is there, so obviously lock is there. Okay, so now how you can like access that then the house actually. So now you have to use like suppose you have to break that lock, like you have to use the hammer, or like you can use the duplicate key, so then you can access, right? So that hammers or like the duplicate key, so that is called actually the exploit, because using that only you can access, you can enter that house. So the same things for the coding also. Suppose your login page have one vulnerability. Okay, so now you are giving like some cheat sheet or some code. So using that code actually you can access the that particular system. So that cheat sheet or that code actually, that is called actually the exploit. Okay, so means the through that you are using, so that particular things is called actually the exploits. So let's say as an example, if I visit, so suppose if I try to visit this site, just a minute. If I try to visit this site, where is the link? Yes. So suppose if I try to visit, okay, so if I try to visit, yes, their admin panel, okay. Oh, they remove it. Okay, so they remove it. Suppose I try to visit, suppose this test site one, okay, and suppose there is a login page here, you can see. So in the login page actually I have to give that valid user ID and password, then I can access. But if this login page is vulnerable, so now without user ID and password actually we can access, like without valid user ID and password. So how? Like in the username and the password field here, I'm just typing one two statement like x or x equal to x. Why I am typing, I'll show you in later actually the reason behind it. But now suppose for the exploit I'm showing, so suppose in the username and password I type this one username and the password and click on login button. So now I have successfully logged in, but this is not the original user ID and password, right? So that x or x, that is things actually called the exploit, because using this actually we can access that applications, right, without valid user ID and password. Okay, so this is called the exploit actually. So got my point? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so now uh, going to like the practical things. Okay, so not boring theory part only. Okay, so this is the terms actually I discussed. And if you want to, there is lots of terms is there actually, technical term. if you want to know, so then let me know. Otherwise, I'll just go to the practical sessions and all. So now things is first, now explaining, I'll show you, like we have, like we want to do like Facebook account, like how Facebook, uh maybe my side or like any other person Facebook, how Facebook account will compromise, right? So we have interest and we want to do, right? So how I can hack my friend Facebook account and all, right? So how social media account will be compromised. So this is my next topic actually. So how your social media account will be compromised. Okay. So now how and how it's happened actually. So first things is, in the there is a two methods, in the two way actually your social media account will be compromised. So first method is called like the vulnerability, like application vulnerability. Okay. So application vulnerability. So if social media, suppose you want to target like Facebook, FB. So if Facebook applications, that Facebook website have some vulnerability or like the problems means the vulnerability, actually the weak point of that their application. So using that applications, actually using that vulnerability, they can access the applications and they can access all of users account, all of user account details, right? So suppose Facebook, you have your Facebook account, I have my account also, and like prime minister have also like their Facebook account. So now use, if there is a application vulnerabilities is there, so using the application vulnerability, so now hackers can access all the user of that Facebook account, right? So he can access any Facebook user of Facebook accounts. Okay, so this is one method. If that application is vulnerable, so then you can hack. So the next things is but the things is, obviously this is not easy process, because the Facebook have good security team, and there they have basically that bug bounty program. So what is bug bounty program? So using this program actually, in the world actually all cyber security researcher can test the Facebook site, Facebook application, and if they find any kind of bug in the Facebook, and if they report to Facebook directly, and then Facebook will give you the reward. And actually per Facebook, per bug actually Facebook will give you 30 more than 32 lakh per valid security bug. So that's why if you find a bug in the Facebook, so obviously if you inform Facebook, so then Facebook will give you lots of reward and all. So that's why there is a less chance this way you can hack Facebook account, right? So there is a less chance, because if you have find out the bug, so then only the possible. So but the things is actually nowadays also, like in the cyber crime department and the newspaper and news channel, we see lots of news that their Facebook account is compromised. Okay, but suppose some person's Facebook account is compromised, suppose your Facebook account is compromised, but now but not my Facebook account is compromised. So how that things happen? So now next method is, here attacker can target that particular user. Okay, attacker can target that particular user. Okay, so how, so particular user, so how, so there is a, using this way actually there is lots of method, others methods is also there. So in this method, suppose one method is called like phishing. Okay, and what is the scenario actually? It is this, like the scenario is, here attacker send you some link or like send you some informations, and if you interact with that link or that informations or something, so then your account will be compromised, then only your account will be compromised. So here attacker try to hack only you. Okay, so not others. So here is a specific things is there. So means here attacker try to hack your account only. So this is the next things, the second way actually, second method. And in the second method, the phishing is one method, and other things is also there, other methods is there. So here means attacker can target you only, that particular user. So Now the fourth is phishing method, and how using the phishing method, how attacker can compromise your Facebook account, any one Facebook account, right? So here attacker actually send a particular link to that victim that attacker try to target. Actually, suppose I'm targeting your account, so now suppose I'm sharing one link with you, and suppose I tell you, like, if you are login with your FB account, then you got a offer from like Flipkart, and I'm sharing one link with you, and if you click on that particular link, so now then you can see that Facebook is running in that particular link. So in the message also attacker mentioned that if you are login with your FB account, then you got a offer. So now that is the same things, means you are click on that link and the Facebook is running, so that's fine for you. But in that link, if you give the credentials and user ID and password and click on login button, so now attacker redirected to that particular Flipkart page. So it's redirected to that particular Flipkart page. But when you give that your data, your information, so now your information will not going to facebook.com. Your information will basically transfer in like that attacker servers. Okay, so how, let's see. So suppose here I'm just sharing one link with you, all of you, just and same things, like I tell you, like if you are login with your FB account, then you got a offer. Oh, yes. So, and actually this is my private server, so that's why that like pop-up is coming that it is a phishing link. But you can easily configure with these things and you can avoid this message also. Okay, but this is for the demo only, so that's why it's detect, and it's showing that is a phishing link. Okay, just click on this particular link and let me know that Facebook is running or not. And if it is running, so now give the, like, in the username and password, type anything and click on login button and just see it's redirected to facebook.com, like flipkart.com or not. Just check and let me know then.
Yes, it redirects to Flipkart.
Okay, and now give the cadence, like user ID and password and redirect Flipkart, right? Okay, fine. Yasmin, everyone done? Please let me know. Is everyone done?
Yeah, only
Yes, sir.
on click. Yes, yes. Without giving the email ID and password, by clicking on login button, it redirects to Flipkart.
Okay, you give the null value, right? Okay. Others?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
You have done also, right? So now just see my screen, and what you have typed, actually it's store my server. Okay, so let me know. So in the end, actually, just a minute. Yeah, so someone yeah, so we give that null value actually, so that's why blank is there. And Yasmin type this one, this is a mail ID, Yasmin Sarma 2978220, this one. And the password type, the mobile number maybe 62, this one. Is this your
Yes,
original
sir.
password? Is this is your original password, then change the password after the session. Okay, or you can change right now also. Is it original? So just change the
Yes,
password.
sir.
I'm just just
Okay,
change the
sir.
password right now. I'm just waiting. Okay, so this is actually, so the phishing method. Yeah, just wait.
Sir, here you have created a demo login page like Facebook.
I'll explain. Just hold on, just
Okay,
like
okay,
1
okay,
minute.
okay, okay. Fine,
Yasmin,
fine, fine.
the password. Yasmin, please let me know when after change your password. Okay, it's done.
Sorry.
Yes, it's done. Your password is changed.
Sir,
Sorry, I can't.
no, sir, I have a
Sorry, hello.
network problem. Sir,
Okay, you changed the password, right?
no, no,
No, sir.
sir.
Okay, you can change. I'm just waiting. Then I will explain again. I will explain like the things. Or later you want to change.
Sir, I do later. It's okay, no problem.
Okay, fine, great. Okay, so yeah, there is a
Sir,
one
I'll do
question.
it later, no problem. You can carry on, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah, there is a question. Please repeat that question again. Who asked me?
Yes, sir.
Please
I
repeat. Yeah.
told he asked that. Yeah. Do you have a demo page like a Facebook login page, or it is
Right.
original page?
No, sir.
Exactly.
No.
So what? Okay. So what I did actually, so I just copy that im.facebook.com, that mobile version Facebook page, that HTML one, the design one, actually I copied. Okay, so I copied that login page, okay, that HTML things. So now it's look like the Facebook, that Facebook login page. Now uh, then I changed the another things also in the code. So now before that, actually if you click on that login page, so it will uh, means it's redirected to Facebook server, right? But here I changed that code. Now if you give the user ID and password, so that user ID and password is stored in my text file. So I just changed, I use one PHP script and I call that against that particular login page. So now if anyone give that credential like user ID and password and click on login button, so now that user ID and password is stored in that particular text file. Okay, so this is actually okay. And the things is, I host this file in this server. Actually, this is my private server, so I host this file in this particular server. So now actually if anyone give the credential like user ID and password, so now I can easily check their, get their user ID and password. So that's why actually this method is called phishing method. So why phishing method? Because using this technique, so the victim think that is a Facebook, that is the original page actually, but it is not original page. So I just create a clone in that particular page. So now I just host in the server. So now if anyone, the if victim give the credential like user ID and password, I can capture that user ID and password because it is stored in my server. Okay, got my point?
Yes, yes. But sir, we
Yes,
are trying to log in. Say we are trying to log in Facebook, but it redirects
right.
to Flipkart. So
Yeah.
I got an idea that yeah, something is wrong. So
Then obviously actually you can redirect it to Facebook also. Okay, so there is
okay,
a script, actually script is there, so using that script you can redirect any URL actually. Okay,
okay,
so
okay.
this is actually, this is the script actually I'm doing. Yes, hello.
Sir, if I don't change my password, then what will happen?
Sorry, hello, can you come again?
Sir, if
Hmm?
sir, if I don't change my password, then what will happen?
So then attacker can access your Facebook account if you don't have any like two-step verifications like OTP and all. So they can access your Facebook account actually. So obviously, so
Sir,
that's why.
Sir, I don't
Mhm.
have any Facebook account.
You don't have any Facebook account. So then fine,
No, sir.
obviously. So then obviously then
Okay, sir.
attacker can hack your Facebook account. But if you
Okay,
have and
sir.
if you give the credential, so then they can access.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Sir, now I
Yeah.
don't change my password.
Okay, great then. Okay, okay, good, good. Okay, so now the thing, so we just things see my screen. So this is actually the script. Actually, here the location is mentioned. So here, if you now it's redirected to that Flipkart, that LED smart TV, that redirect to that particular link. But if you here replace with like Facebook.com, so then it will be redirected to Facebook.com. So here you can like change according to your requirement actually. So here I give that Flipkart because then I can tell like if you log in with your FB account, then you get the offer only. Okay, so that's why actually I. But if you want to redirect any other link, so that will be also fine. Okay, so be clear.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Okay. So now
Okay,
anyone
sir.
have it? Yeah, Yasmin, any question, any doubt? Please let me know.
No, sir.
Clear, right? And Rohit, Gopi, please let me know. Have any question, any doubt, please?
No, sir.
No doubt,
But
right?
sir,
Yes.
if you
Mhm.
redirect it to facebook.com,
Uh,
it will ask again the login ID and password because that is actual page.
yes.
So yes,
So if the
yes,
Facebook
I am
is
talking. Yes, your purpose is done. You have got my user ID and password, but then only then I can understand that yes, something was wrong because it
yes,
redirects to original page. Yes,
yeah. So the things is actually if your Facebook is already login. Okay, so in my case, like if I like just a minute, if I change this with like facebook.com, okay, right. So I change it
mm,
as a
yes,
facebook.com. Okay. Now it will be
mm,
redirected to Facebook. So just a minute, I run on that server. So now the things is actually Facebook is already login in my case. Okay. So now
mm,
if if I open that IP address slash th, yes. So Facebook is login, right? So now suppose I give
mm,
that this is a email ID and the password like I type 12345. Now click on
mm,
login. Now check
mm.
it's redirected to facebook.com. Okay, because
Yes.
why? And this is my
Okay,
original
understand.
Facebook
Yes, yes.
because already it's in session.
Mm,
But if it is not in session actually, so then obviously the login page will come. Okay.
understand. Clear.
Okay. So no doubt, anyone have any questions, doubt, please let me know. So there is actually this is called phishing method. So through this actually attacker can access, and another things is the hack through Android phone also. So that things I'll show you in the next actually, and how you can attacker can hack your Android phone, your smart devices, right? So if your phone is also compromised, if your phone is also compromised, so then he can read the SMS in the phone also. So now he can forget reset password OTP, and now if he access your phone, so now he can access your SMS also. So now he can easily read your OTP, and then he can reset your Facebook password as well as. So right, this way also they can bypass the Facebook, means hack the Facebook, right? So next things is basically this way, and there is lots of script is available like selfies, and lots of phishing script is available. So then you can easily make it this kind of like phishing attack. And actually this script I built in my site, like I use the script PHP script, through that I build it. but there is lots of application is available in internet, so anyone can make this kind of page actually, this phishing kind of page. Okay, so clear, right? No doubt. So next,
Yes.
going to the next topic then. Okay, so next topic. Okay, so next topic now I'll show you for the fun purpose only. So this is not related to hacking, but it is sometimes we receive means we face this kind of uh, things actually. So that's why I'll try to explain and the practical things also. Suppose sometimes we receive lots of call in the different number or lots of SMS in from different number. So then we think like, is my phone is compromised, is my phone is hacked or something? So no, that this way, if someone if you receive lots of call or lots of SMS at a time, so then your phone or like your device will not compromise. So this is only the fun purpose, anyone can make it. Okay, so how? So this process is called actually the bombing. Okay, so through this technique actually bombing, anyone can send lots of SMS, lots of call your number. Okay, so if you do not activate like DND kind of service or spam kind of service, if you don't deactivate, activate actually, so then anyone can send you lots of SMS, lots of call at a time. Okay, so how? I'll show you in the practically, and here I'm using like Kali Linux. I think you heard about Kali Linux.
Yes, sir.
What is Kali? No. Okay. So Kali Linux is the operating system actually. So if you don't know, so you can Google it or like download that link, and after the sessions also, and there is lots of topic is there. So that's why I cannot show you at, like from the basic like how you can install the Kali Linux and all. So after the session, you just try in your side, and if you have any question, please let me know, and I will share after the session. I'll share my WhatsApp number, personal WhatsApp number, so you can practice. And if
No,
you have
sir.
any okay, so if you have any doubt,
No, sir.
any okay, so then please let me know. So Kali Linux is the operating system where it's basically built for, developed for the security researcher. Why security researcher? Because in this operating system, there is lots of security tool related tool is available, is pre-installed. So you don't have to install, so you can easily run this and you can use that tools. Okay, like Metasploit, to lots of tool is available, so pre-install tool is available, so you can easily use that tool. So that's why Kali Linux actually we are using, and this all the security researcher actually use the Kali Linux. Okay, so how you can install the Kali Linux? First, install the virtual machines. Okay, the VMware in the virtual machine, there is a two type of two application is there. One is the virtual box and another one is the virtual machine. So I'll prefer like if you use the virtual machine, because this is more comfortable and like it's a feedback is good basically, and it's work fine. So virtual machines actually you can use. So in the virtual machines, so there is a, you can easily set up that Kali Linux. So there is a video is also available, so how you can install Kali Linux in the virtual machine. So after the session, ping me in my, I will share the WhatsApp number, so there I will share that link how you can install that Kali Linux. So after install, just you can easily double click on that and you can run that Kali Linux. Okay, so just wait. And
Your number?
this tool actually that I'm using, yes, tell me.
Your number, WhatsApp number?
I'll share after the session. Now just follow my screen only. After the session, I will share my number. Okay.
Okay.
So just open, I try to open the Kali Linux, and here I am just open use one tool that is called actually the Tbomb, and it is not actually the pre-install with the Kali Linux. It is available in GitHub. So from GitHub you can easily download, run in the Kali Linux actually, because this tool is basically built in the Bash script, so it's supported only the Linux platform. So Kali Linux you are using because there is lots of tool is there, so then you can install this, like run this tool is a Kali Linux as well, as because it's supported in Linux, so you can easily run this tool. So just wait, I'll run then. Yeah. Username root and password in my case too. So when you install, so this option will come. You can set up that username password. I'll share the video link. Okay, so then you can easily set up one by one. So now next things is you have to run. Just wait. Yes. So this is the terminal actually. I just try to increase the font. Yes, fine. I think clear for you. Okay. So now I type the ls command. So list of directory I can see. So actually the Tbomb, this is the application name, and you can download it from the GitHub actually. So this is the link I'm sharing in the chat. Go to meeting chat box. So this is the link actually. So here you can download, just click on there and download the zip file and unzip that file in the, do it in the Kali Linux only, means Linux only. So because it's supported in the sh is there, bash script is there, so it's supported Linux only. So this is the download link where you can download. So just download, and then after download extract, means just unzip that file, and this is the folder actually. Here you can see Tbomb. So now just go to that particular directory. Okay, so cd and then Tbomb. Okay, so now we are in the Tbomb directory. So in the Tbomb directory, here we can see there is a file is there. Here this file .sh file we have to run. So now the command will be bsh bash and then tbomb.sh. Now hit the enter, hit the enter. So now suppose I want to send first call. I want to send lots of call at a time. So now I just press 2 and hit the enter. Okay. So now just wait, check for update. Yes. So India country code is the 91. So I press give that 91. So enter the target number. So here you have to give that number that you want to target. Just share anyone, just share his mobile number. Okay, anyone. Just share the mobile number who want to receive lots of call at a time, who have the network and
Thanks.
want to receive. Yeah, just type in chat box, that will be better. Just type in chat box. Nine eight zero 98042126676. Yeah, 15 calls suppose and 10-second gap you receive. So now just unmute yourself and just let me know you received the call and dot. It's not trigger yet actually. It's showing 00. So just wait, you will receive soon actually. One is failed actually. Maybe is your network fine?
Yeah, network is okay.
Okay, so just wait actually. I think you will receive the call, receive call soon actually. Just wait.
Yes, I got it.
Yeah, got it. I think you can
Yeah.
receive, or yes, I think you received another call from another number.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
you can receive another call, right?
Right.
I think 3 call you received. So this way actually
Yeah.
you receive lots of call at a time. Okay, another call you receive.
Yes, yes. Four call. Four numbers
Total
of
4
call
calls.
I have been I received.
Right. So
Yes.
here you can see the dashboard actually. 5 call it's triggered, total
Hmm.
7 and 2 call is failed. Some maybe network issue and all. So 5 call is triggered. So this is a good dashboard. Here you can see this
Okay.
also. Okay. So now I'll just close this. So
And
using this,
location showing are different.
yeah. So obviously
One is from
because yes. So this is basically the third-party API. This tool is basically use third-party API. Like if you receive the call, so then after receive, maybe you after receive you the call actually you heard like you listen that the OTP is like automatically tell some OTP and all because that the third party that website that web application have that call API. So now using their call API, actually this tool try to make call in your number. Okay, so that's why you receive random call from random websites and random random website and all. Suppose you maybe received from like Ola, maybe Uber or like somehow Apollo, something different website you receive different call.
okay.
So now the same
But
way, yeah.
these number are valid. The number from where I have received the call, is it
Yeah,
valid number?
yeah, that is a valid number
Okay.
because this is
Okay.
their website number. Suppose their Ola website number is there. Okay, Uber website
Yes.
number is there. Their toll free number is there. You receive. So number is valid actually. The
Okay.
caller ID is valid. Okay. So but
Okay.
the call API actually through the application interface level they have some issue. Using that they trigger the call in any number. So that is the
Okay.
issue actually.
So what will
So
happen if I receive the call? Someone
nothing will
from Ola. Okay,
no,
nothing will
nothing,
happen. Okay.
nothing will happen. So
Okay.
that's why this is called actually the tricks. This is not the hacking actually. So if you
Okay.
receive the call or if you cut the call, so that will maximum your phone will be hanged because there is lots of call and lots of
Yes.
SMS is coming. So maybe there your phone will be if your phone performance is not good. So maybe at a time you receive lots of calls, so the phone will be hacked. So but using this actually no one can hack your data. So that's why this is called actually the tricks actually, not it is not hacking. So but we are we have a idea, so that's why I want to clear actually use this your phone will not compromise, so use this only your someone try to fun with you only. Okay, and same way you can send lots of SMS in any number also. If I choose this and SMS, and if I use the same number like 9804213676 and 02 second, and now sir voice is not audible. My voice is clear, Shobik and others
Yes.
for Yasmin, just restart your app just once.
Yeah, I got SMS.
Yeah, you received lots of SMS, right? So this
Yes.
way you
And
receive I
interrupting.
just stop because otherwise you will disturb lots of SMS.
Yes.
So this way actually they can share lots of SMS as well as okay. Yamini, just restart your GoToMeeting app once. I'm just waiting. Just restart your app. I think that then that will be fine for you. And so this is the app, this is called actually the bombing. So this is not real hacking one. Okay, so using this only fun purpose, hackers means person will do this kind of activity, but using this no one can access or no one can hack your like phone data and all. Okay, so now the next topics and next things is the basically maybe your phone will also be compromised. Okay, so not this way, not think this bombing way. So bombing is not possible to hack your phone, but the next possible scenario is like how anyone can access your phone. So here is also two things is there, two ways there actually. So using this, they can hack your like smartphone as well as like hack your Android phone as well as. Okay. So how? Just wait. I'll explain. Yamini, you now my voice is clear, or you can restart. I'm just waiting.
Yes,
My
sir.
voice is now clear, right? Perfect.
Yes, sir.
And anyone, any question, any doubt from previous topic one? It's clear.
No, sir.
Previous one? No doubt, no question,
Yes.
right? Okay. So now next things I'll show you the how anyone can hack your phone, like hack your smartphone, Android phone, right? How? The here is also two possible methods, two way is there, two possible way. So using that actually they can hack your phone. Okay. So one way is basically they can like directly hack your phones means if your operating in your phone operating system, suppose maximum phone and operating system is their Android, I think. Okay, maximum people use the Android OS. Okay, so if Android operating system have the vulnerability, okay, have the vulnerability, so then they can means hackers can hack your phone. So not only your phone, all the Android user phone they can hack. So here is also same scenario in case of like phishing. So here Android, Google have like good security research team. So they try to find out the bug in the Android operating system. If they really found and then try to patch immediately that vulnerability. So obviously this is hard to find actually, and this way your phone will not compromise. This way your phone will be maybe safe. But security I cannot guarantee like this way your phone will be not compromised, because there is a bug is there, vulnerability is there, and no one don't know actually how you anyone can find the bug and all. So it's totally code and technology depend on that. But there is a less chance this way your phone will be compromised, because if anyone find a bug in Android operating system, so not only your phone, all the user of Android phone will be compromised. So the now next possible combination is the social engineering kind of thing. Okay, social engineering. So how is it like? Suppose I'm sharing like one APK file with you, and I tell you like just install this APK file. And suppose let's say as example like PUBG. Okay, now PUBG is banned basically. Suppose some famous gaming application is there, suppose I tell you just or like as let's say as an example I am just build a APK file and I give you like, okay, if you install this APK file means this PUBG version, so without restriction you can play the PUBG. Okay, so now I am sharing a APK file, unofficial of APK file with you, and now if you install that APK file on your phone, so now your phone will be compromised. Okay. So let's say how, let's say, so how attacker do this? So now, so this is called actually the remote access Trojan, RAT, remote access Trojan. So through this remote access Trojan actually, so attacker here there is a uh, two things is there measure. One is attacker generate one APK file with you, and like generate APK file and share with you, and if you install that APK file, now that APK file will some in your like your phone information to attacker, and now attacker can easily capture your phone data. Okay, so let's see how, and how attacker configure this way. Okay, so just a minute, I have to check my network.
Sir,
Yes, yes. Tell me,
sir, can hacker can Android apps?
your voice is totally broken. Can you come again, or you can type in a chat box?
Sir, I want to say that can hacker can do hack mobile apps?
Yes, so that way actually. So how hacker can hack your mobile phones? Okay, that app through the like the APK file. So that I'm like practically I'll show you. right now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So just follow my screen actually. So now let's see, there is a one tool. That tool name is called Metasploit, okay, and MSF Venom. Okay. So through this tool, actually, they can build that kind of malicious APK file, and if you install that APK file, then attacker can access your phone. Okay. So this is the basic one that today session actually I'll show you and I'll explain you. So there is a different kind of rat is there in the market actually in the internet, so you can do that with that on also. But today I am showing just one basic one. So in the Kali Linux there is a pre-installed tool is there, Metasploit. So through the Metasploit actually how you can build this kind of malicious file. So in the remote access Trojan, in the rat actually. And so first, what is rat? I think what is rat. So if I just little bit explain, rat is like the remote access Trojan. What is it actually? Why it's called remote access Trojan? Because this is the one application, and if you install that applications, execute the application in the system, so now the attackers, that application is basically hidden from your system. Okay, so you cannot see that applications actually, but that application actually sent information to the victim over the network. So suppose you are in different place and I'm in different place, right? So now if you install that APK file in your phone, so now I can access your data through the network actually. So through the internet connection I can capture all your data or your phone data. So that is called actually the remote access Trojan. So that is basically hidden from client sides, means the victim side actually. Now but that application send informations about send some informations to over the network through that application actually. So that's why actually it's called Trojan horse or remote access Trojan. Clear, right? So in the remote access Trojans actually there is a two part. So first you have to create that malicious file. Okay, so how you can create? So there is a tool that is called MSF Venom. So the command will be MSF Venom space minus p and the payload. So payload is a, suppose here, and what is the payload actually? So payload is uh, like after hack, through the payload actually we can connect with the victim. So how? Suppose I access your phone. Okay, so suppose exploit means I can connect your phone, okay, successfully, like you install that APK file, now your phone is connected. So now the things is your phone have lots of information, like your phone have the camera, like file is there, contact is there, but what kind of data I want to receive, I want to capture. So actually the payload is decided. So if you change the different payload, so the communication will be changed actually with the victim. So the things is, in a word, payload is a basically communication between attacker and the victim. So how victim attacker through the payload actually attacker can easily connect with the victim. Okay, clear? So now the things is how you can create that payload. Okay, so now command is like MSA Venom minus p and then Android slash metapater meter metapater slash reverse reverse underscore TCP, and then you have to type the options in that payload. So L host you have to type. So L host is a basically the listener host. So here L host equal, and then the Kali IP address you have to type. So what is your Kali IP address actually? So here in my case the IP address is this one, so your case that IP will be different. So now I just type here my Kali IP address and then L port. So L port will be the my case. Here you can assign any port number. Suppose here I am assigned like 3434. Okay, so any unused port number you can basically assign like 1234, any port number actually you can assign. So through this port actually you can receive the connections, because through this port victim will share information and then you can receive that information in your machines. Okay, so the L host and the L port, and then capital R, and Android is basically supported the raw file format, so that's why capital R you have to mention. So then the capital, then the greater than sign, and then I try to export this file in my desktop. So root desktop slash, and then the file name. So here the file name will be like okay, I type like sys.apk. So sys.apk, now hit the enter. So now this sys.apk means that Android file will be created, that apk file. So now if anyone install this apk file, so now we can receive the data. So how we can receive the data? So then there is a next part is there. Actually we have to run that listener also. Okay, so I just try to increase the font first. Yes, yeah, that's fine. So in the listener, actually we are using the Metasploit, and the Metasploit there is one module that is called multi-handler. So through the multi-handler actually we can listen that particular this particular request, actually like this port number and this host actually that mentioned in the apk file. So apk file will share some information to my this particular port and this particular host, and then I can receive that. Okay, so now the Metasploit, and here you can see that sys.apk message, you can see sys.apk file is created successfully. So now in the desktop the file will be there, where sys.apk, yeah, so here sys.apk file is there, so it's created successfully. So now I try to launch that Metasploit. So the Metasploit, the command will be msf console. Okay, so this is the command. So I hit this msf console is there. Now just wait. So through this Metasploit I can listen. Is it clear for everyone? If you have any question, like please ask me. Just
No, sir. No, sir.
clear. No questions. Okay. So now then follow my screen. Okay. So now the Metasploit is launched successfully after type this command msf console. Okay, so Metasploit is there. So now I just I have to I want to use like that particular listener, and that listener in that particular path. So now I have to type u space multi slash handler. So this is the command. So I hit that, and now yes, now I'm in the multi-handler this path, right? So now great. So now here I have to set the same payload that I have mentioned in the creation time. So in the creation time I have mentioned this one Android metapater, this payload. So same payload I have to mention. So set payload, and the payload name is a Android slash metapater slash reverse reverse underscore TCP. Hit the enter. Now then set L host will be that Kali Linux IP address. So this one, and then set L port is a, here you have to like remember these things. The port number will be the same that you have mentioned in creation time. So the 3434, this is the port number. So I type just 3434, hit the enter. Now everything is fine. So L payload is set, L host is set, L port is set. Now the command will be the exploit. Okay, so now hit the enter. Now my machine is this particular port number. Okay, it's listening. So now if anyone install this sys.apk file, now this sys.apk file shares some information data. Now in this window actually I can easily capture. So let's see, I try to transfer this file in my Android phone. Okay, so I just copy. So how we can transfer? So here I transfer in Apache is through the Apache server. So you can transfer through like the mail, or like we transfer, or like WhatsApp, whatever actually you want to transfer. So now just wait. How we can transfer through Apache server? So just copy that APK file. Now go to that others locations, computer in the Kali machines, and then var, and then triple w. So in the triple w HTML. Now paste here. Okay. Yeah, replace, because I already have another sys.apk. Yes. So sys.apk, this file is there. So now open your terminal again. Now here use one command. So the command will be service space apache 2 start. Why this command? Because using this apache service will run actually, and then uh, we can transfer this file actually through that apache service. So now hit the enter. So apache service is running. So now I just open my phone browser and just type this my IP address, this one, this Kali IP address, and slash, and then the file name sys.apk. So I open browser. I cannot see my phone right now, phone screen. So you can do later actually your site. The same process will be there. Just open your browser in your phone and just type that IP address. Where just type your IP address here. IP address is 172.20.10.2 slash sys.apk. Hit the enter. Yeah, download. Yes, open. Yeah, so it's a normal actually. Right now I cannot see my screen, show you my screen, phone screen, but it's a normal application. Like you can easily click on like install and next, and then you can easily install. Okay, so maybe Google main protect block you, so just click on install anyway. Okay, because obviously this is not the new one. This is the like not new kind of rat, so obviously antivirus have the signature, maybe that they detect this is the like the malicious file. So that's why you can just type install in any way. So just wait, it's install in my phone, installing. Just wait. So after install, okay, it's successfully installed. Now you can see actually that metapater is come, like in the like terminal here you can see the metapater. So here I'm just use this payload Android metapater reverse TCP. So after successfully exploit, metapater cell is there. So metapater cells means now we can communicate through these actually these cells, metapater cells. I can communicate with this my phone actually. So now if I here type sysinfo command, now hit the enter. So this is my device details. So it's Android 9, this one, and this is the details. And here there is a one command, help command. So using the help command, so here you can see lots of command is there, like webcam snap, webcam snip, like skin sort, skin share, like sales, sysinfo, ipconfig. Okay, so there is lots of download. You can download the file. Lots of comment is there, like dump contact, dump SMS. Yeah, dump SMS, dump contact. So suppose if I suppose dump the call log, so just use the command. Just copy suppose this command and paste here in the metapater cell and hit the enter and just wait. It's fetch 500 call details is there, and it's stored in my desktop, root desktop. So I just visit that root. Yeah, where is it? Yeah, home is a root actually, and here I can see the file name is call dump 202019000830, right? So 2020090830, this one. Okay, so now here I can see that the call details. Okay, so I have done call this number, these numbers. Okay, and the durations of this call. Okay, so everything I get all the details. Okay, so this is all the call list of this phone number, this particular phone, this my phone. And not only call log, so the contact details also you can dump, geolocation, send SMS, okay, and the webcam snap also you can like camera access you also can get. Okay, so this way now you are connected with the phone because the victim is basically install that APK file. Please let me know. Clear for everyone? And if you have any question, please let me know. Is it clear for everyone? Please let me know. Yeah, Shobhi, Rohit, any question?
Yes, sir.
No, any questions, any doubt, please let me know. Amit, clear? Copy? Is it clear for everyone? Without any
So any request, any APK installing request which comes through SMS or WhatsApp, that
yes,
means we should avoid this. Only
obvious.
Google Play is the yes.
Yes, exactly. This is very good questions. Actually, very good point. Actually, so obviously, so if anyone share one SMS and there is a link is there and they try to like in SMS they mention just install this APK file, or suppose your friend, or like suppose you know that person and you install that external APK file, so don't do that actually. Don't
Hmm.
install application in your phone. So if you need the application, so go to the Play Store and try to install. And I cannot say like 100% if you are secure if you are using the Play Store applications, because Play Store's applications have also like they have their default malware scanning is theirs, so they detect. But Play Store application is also maybe bypass in previous in past also there is lots of malware is there in the Play Store, and basically install the person basically the install that applications and get access the attacker access their phones actually, so that way is also possible. So obviously, my recommend like I'll suggest actually if you don't use applications, if you don't use the application in your phone, just uninstall that application. Okay. So if you want to use, so obviously then install and don't like install like not needed applications. Okay. So don't install, don't do that way. Okay. So if you need, then install only. So that is the things.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So let me know. Others have any doubt? Amit, Gopi, and Rohit? No doubt? Anyone have doubt? Please let me know. Okay. So then I'll go to the next topic then. Okay. Okay. So the next topic will be related to uh, okay. Next I'll show you the Google Docs one. Okay. Just 1 minute. Okay, so the next topic actually that is related to uh, Google hacking. Okay. Okay. So Google hacking. So Google hacking means is not like that we try to hack the Google, because if you find any vulnerabilities, and if you access anything of Google, right, any data from Google, so obviously Google will give you lots of reward. Okay. So that is not related to actually the Google. Directly you hack the Google and this way. So what is this actually? So Google is basically, okay, there is a comment. Sir, your voice is not audible. Now, for others, is my voice is audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I think Yamini, you have some issue with your like audio, something. Just restart your like app again. Just close and restart. I think that then that will be fine. So the next thing is the Google hacking. So what is it actually? So then how we can bypass this way? So we all know Google is basically used as a search engine, right? We are like type the like keyword like user ID and password. Sorry, we just type the like keyword like as our requirement, and then Google give you the result, that particular result actually. Okay. So suppose, let's say as an example, suppose I need ethical hacking PDF. Okay. So what I will type actually, so then in the Google I will type like ethical hacking and then the PDF, right? So normally we search this way like ethical hacking PDF. Now if I see the result, so the result is like 50 lakh result is there. Okay, so 50 lakh 40,000 result is there. And now if I see the result, all results, so first link, if you check, so there is a HTML link, just see .html is there. Second link is the PDF. Third one is again HTML. Fourth link is the again PDF, but next one PDF, this one PDF, but this one is a link .html. So this one is a PDF, and so this one actually this way it's a mix match actually. So HTML link is also there, and the PDF is link is also there. So, okay, so it's a mix match result actually. So now I try to change this keyword basically. Here I just add this file type typ file type colon then PDF and then space ethical hacking. Now I hit the enter. Now let's see, there is a now 8 lakh result is only there. First it's showing 50 more than 50 lakh result, but now here it's showing 8 lakh result only. So now first is a basically PDF, second is PDF, third is PDF, fourth is PDF. So the all the result you can see in the PDF, right? So now here we just little bit modify these things like here we just type this like yeah, so this we with this part we just add like file type and then colon PDF, right? And then space this is the keyword actually. So normally this already we use ethical hacking one. So but this part actually we change like file type then the colon PDF. So what is it actually? This is called actually the Google Docs. Okay, so this particular things is called Google Docs, because using this we change basically the search result. Okay, so that's why this is called actually the Google hacking, because using this we can manipulate the search results. Okay, so the next things actually how we can get this kind of Google Docs. So there is a one website is there. Okay, if you search Google hacking database, okay, so now here there is a site exploit db, this one I'm sharing in the chat box. Okay, yeah, so this is the Google link result. You can Google Docs, lots of Google Docs is available here. You can get that all the Google Docs, and the here is a search button is also there, search field is there, so you can search your as per your requirement. Suppose let's say as an example I want to see that exposed camera that is available in Google. Means the Google search engine already crawl that result. So now I'm just search here like webcam. Okay, just search it like webcam. Now here you can see all the results. Okay, so like webcam this one, webcam 7 this one, and suppose I just suppose I want to use this search engine and I try to search. So I just copy this. So how you can search? Just copy this particular this one and now paste in Google. Okay, and hit the enter. Now let's see the results. Okay, so now if I open any result, suppose this one. Okay, now let's see what happened. So here I can see that live webcam view. Okay, so there is lots of, yeah, this is live stream you can see, and there is lots of other source angle you can connect like source 2 3. Yes, so some oceans view you can easily see, right? So but because this webcam don't have user ID and password, and using this Google Doc actually you can see that path, right? So using that's okay. Have any
Yeah,
question?
sir, this is live.
Yeah, this
Means
is live.
this is live
This is
data.
live.
Okay.
Yes, this is live stream. You can see. This is live view actually.
Just randomly picked up.
Randomly picked up, obviously.
Okay,
Using the Google. So if I
fine.
explain that what I am use actually this Google Docs. Okay, so just see my screen. So in titles means I think you know in the web page. So this is called title, right? That is mentioned in that tab. This is called title, right? So here is a in titles means in the title should be webcam 7. This basically name will be there. So that's why it's mentioned in title webcam 7, and then it's mentioned in URL slash admin.html. Okay, so now the things is if you check the all the URL, so that it's a mention webcam 7. Okay, and so now webcam 7 product is basically by default they don't use any kind of user ID and password. So that's why we target that webcam 7 product, and this is all connected in internet, this camera, and Google already crawl this all the camera, right, all the server. So now we just search like in title webcam 7 and Google show me that result. So now we can easily access that camera. So not only so the search result, you can see the all the others camera. Suppose if I open this, and this way you can get the someone private home camera as well as, and if it is exposed in Google, and like this way, like if you are using like webcam 7 product, and like if you don't use any kind of valid user ID and password, so this way actually anyone can access your camera, right? So this is another one live you can see. So it's a 12/9 to 2020 15/2020, and from IP actually you get the exact location where is the camera is actually. So if you search that IP locations, okay, so the domain information, so then you can get that particular location. So some car parking here you can see that the live stream is there. This car is parked, this is the number. Okay, so you can see. Yeah, so please let me know. Have any question, any doubt? So this is the things actually I have already shared in this link. You can just, I'll just give you like 2 to 3 minutes break. Just see in your side, I have already shared in the chat box. Just open the link, okay, and just like check your side, okay, that it is working or not. And this way actually you can search and you can get that result, and you can manipulate the result. And just think, I'll give you like one to like 1 minutes, 1 or 2 minutes break, and let me know till now if you have any doubt, any questions. If you have, please let me know. Or if you want to know something, if you have any questions in your mind related to ethical hacking, so that things also please let me know, then I will explain. Yeah, meaning the same link is there. So using this link, you can rejoin again. Same link is there.
Sir, hello.
Yes, yes,
Yes, sir, you have shown two example. One is PDF and one is webcam. So
right.
we found PDF because someone has already uploaded the document into Google or somewhere in some site, website.
Side in the
Google
internet.
just, yes, in the internet. So means yes, that is accessible. But in the case of webcam, how
Yes.
why it is not restricted to Google to connect that webcam?
Yeah. So the
Means
thing. Okay, got your point. So
yes,
this is the
yes,
good question and good thinking actually. So the things is actually the internet in the www in the internet actually. So if you like live your server in the internet, the triple W. So now the Google, there is a bot is there. Google bot is there. So now they try to find the content of your server. Okay. So if randomly if you host any website any server in the internet, so now bot actually try to just mute yourself. There is a bot and then let me know, Shobik. Yeah. Thank you. So now the things is actually the Google bot try to like access your content, like what kind of content is there in your server and all. Okay, so now they like capture the content, okay, and they try to store in their cache server is there. So now if anyone search in the Google and if that keyword is basically match with that saved like Google cache servers, so then Google will show you that particular result actually, particular link, and then you can visit the site. So now in this case also actually webcam 7 this product, this IP address is hosted in internet actually, and Google there is a webcam 7 content is there in the title. So Google already store that information in their cache server, and now I am using this doc like in title webcam 7.
Okay,
Now
sir.
webcam keyword is there and Google actually show that result. Okay, so this way. Now the things is how you can protect that informations that Google
नहीं
suppose yes.
कि आया है कोई की मतलब है ना
So now the things is how you can protect, like suppose you don't want to share the information with Google. So now there is a particular things is there robot.txt. Okay, so the robot.txt is there. So in the robot.txt you can mention in your that root directory. Suppose let's say as example Indian cyber security solutions is there, Indian cyber security solution is there. Okay, so in this site suppose I just robot.txt file is basically stored in that root directory in that server. So what is robot.txt? So through the robot.txt you can configure this. So if you check this robot.txt, so this is the directory name is there like carrier. So this is the like wp admin, wp includes. So this is the mention in this robot.txt that don't want to like access this folder, this particular folder content. Okay, so we mention means Indian cyber security solutions mention these things that don't access this folder content. So there is a this is the global rules, means if you don't mention in the robot.txt, now Google will try to content all the informations from your server. But if you mention, then Google will not like access your server content. But if it is not mentioned, so Google will automatically access the content. So this way actually they did not mention in the robot.txt also. and they hosted in the internet. So obviously then Google means crawl that content, and now they store in their server. Now if anyone search with that particular keyword, and Google will show that particular result, right? Got my point?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
clear.
Right. Okay, so now any question, any doubt, please let me know.
No, sir.
No, right? Okay, I have Yamini, I have shared one like Google Doc, that exploit link also, so you can note in your side also in the chat, you can check.
Sir, I'll rejoin the session. I have no.
Sorry.
Sir, I'll rejoin the session. I have no any link.
Okay, I'm sharing once again.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir, I'll check.
Okay, sure, just 1 minute. Okay, so I think till till now everything is clear. So next, going to the then next topic. Okay, Shobik, any question you have?
Small question. Whose
Yeah, please.
responsibility to access the robot.txt means it is for coder or the front-end developer, HTML, CSS part who are doing? Where it is lying, the robot.txt?
Actually, basically the digital marketing team actually do that things, because
Okay, okay,
digital marketing team they know which folder they want to crawl and which folder they don't want to crawl. Actually, the digital marketing
okay,
team actually, that is their job role.
fine, fine, okay.
Any other question you have, please? No, right? Okay. So the next things actually I'll show you the application related vulnerability. Okay, so web application related vulnerability, then next I'll show you and I will explain you. So in the application related vulnerability, so there is actually lots of vulnerability is there. Okay, and till now actually before that I discussed like how you can hack the, like how you can attack that particular user only. So now next, I'll show you how you can hack directly, how you can hack the application directly, not the particular user, specific user. So how you can attack that application directly. Okay, so let's say as example, suppose next I'll show you like one vulnerability that is called parameter tampering. Okay, so what is the vulnerability actually? Tampering. Okay, so what is the vulnerability? So using this vulnerability you can manipulate the parameter value and we can affect in the applications. Okay, so how? Let's say as example, suppose there is a e-commerce site. Okay, and suppose in that e-commerce site there is a product. Okay, like iPhone. Okay, suppose there is a product, one product in that e-commerce site, iPhone, and suppose that price is like 90,000 rupees. So normally what we do, like we just click to add to cart and then check out, then pay now button. Okay, so when we click on that pay now button, so then how it's affect, like then it's redirected to like that e-commerce site to that particular payment gateway like PayUmoney and Paytm. So when it's redirected to that particular payment gateway like PayUmoney and Paytm, so then if that site is not validate their parameter value, so then we can manipulate it like 90,000 to 1 rupees, and we can that buy that product only for 1 rupees. Okay,
Sir,
so how? Yes, please.
sir, this is can only available in iPhone.
No, any product actually in that particular e-commerce site. I just means take example like just iPhone is there is a product.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, so suppose here in this case I'm using one tool. That tool name is actually the Bob suite. You have to use because when it's redirected to that particular payment gateway to that like your site like Flipkart to like that particular payment gateway or that e-commerce site to that particular payment gateway, when it's redirected, so then that request you have to capture. So using this tool actually Bob suite, this is a proxy tool actually. So through the proxy with your browser, it is configured. Now you can capture all the requests from your browser only. So this tool is basically configured with this tools, this browser actually. So how you can like configure this all? So there is a proxy setup is there. So there is lots of video is available in the YouTube. You can see, and if you don't means if you failed basically to configure, so let me know in the WhatsApp later. Then I will explain. I'll show you actually. I'll share the video, some video that where it's mentioned like how we can install and set up. So now let's see. Here I try to suppose visit one e-commerce site, suppose this one. So reserva.com. Okay, suppose this is the e-commerce site. Here you can same like you can buy the product. Suppose here is a product like this product, suppose I want to buy. So I just normally click on this product, and now I just simple click on this add to cart button, and the price is you can see 69.95. So I simple click on this add to cart button. Now there is two quantities there, and now total price is $139.90. You can easily see. Now I just click on this proceed to checkout button, and now shipping, suppose I choose like standard shipping method. Now total price is $139.90, right? Now if I choose any payment method like PayPal or anything, so it is redirected to that particular payment gateway. Suppose I want to pay through like PayPal. So I just click on this PayPal, and let's see it's redirected to PayPal. And how much I have to pay? Just see how much I have to pay. How much I have to pay?
$139. $139.
Right. So this is a normal one. So anyone can buy the order this way, okay, and buy that product. So now I just visit that checkout page once again. Now before I click on PayPal, I want to capture that request. Okay. So that's why actually I just before I click on PayPal, I just click on this intercept on button. Okay, in the above suite. Now I just click on this PayPal, and now here I can see that there is a parameters. Okay, that parameter name is amount underscore one. Here you can see amount underscore one, and its price is 69.95, right? So now I try to manipulate it 69.95 to like 1.00, and there is two quantities there. Okay, so now the price will be $2.00, right, USD. So now I just forward this server now of this. Now let's see, open the browser, and let's see it's going to that payment gateway. And now how much I have to pay? How much I have to pay now?
Yes, $2. $2.
Right, so I have successfully I have successfully manipulated this value. So before I have to pay like $139.90, but I have successfully manipulated. Now I can only pay like $2 and I can buy the product. So this is the vulnerability actually. So not only this side, so other sides also there is the things is actually if this that parameter that is going to like server like the payment gateway actually. So if they not validate their parameter value, so then you can bypass. So suppose this is another site like w3school.com. Now same vulnerability is there. Like suppose I want to buy the certificate, so web certificate I click, and then suppose HTML 95 .00 is there. So now suppose I just give the mail ID, okay, and click on register. So now you can see I have to pay $95.00, right? So this is the correct amount I can pay. So now I just visit that, okay, and now before I click on register now, I just click on this intercept on button and click on register now button. So now check in the payment gateway, like in the Bob suite. This is not the request, and here you can see this is the Google request. So this is not that request, payment gateway request. So I forward this request. This is also Google request. So forward this, forward this. This is the PayPal.com request. You can see. So now here you can see there is a parameter amount and its price is 90, value is 95.00. So I manipulated like 2.00, like 1.00. And now I forward the server of this. Now let's see, it's redirected to PayPal. And this time, how much I have to pay? Just wait, only 1.00, right?
Yes, sir.
So they are not validate their parameter value that going to that payment gateway, like that parameter name, like amount, okay, and we just modify that parameter value and we can buy that product only manipulated value, right? Yeah, please let me know like if you have any questions, any doubt regarding this.
Sir, Bark Suite is an application.
Yes, right.
Yes, so we need to have on what desktop?
Yeah, so Bob Suite is a applications actually. You can install in your, it's supported in all platform like Linux, Mac, Windows, okay. So you have to install
Okay.
this
Sir,
application. Yes.
Okay.
sir,
And
can this is
being a
available on only?
Yeah, one by one. Just Sobik, just Yamini, just wait. Sobik, just finish your question.
yes, last one. So being a coder, I have to means I have to adjust the thing that the amount parameter should not be circulated via browser. Means how can we protect this?
No, you cannot means validate that one. That all your request will circulate it with the browser only.
Yes.
Application is there and server is there. So, okay. So now this is a good question. Just see my screen. Now the things is if you check like just a minute. Yeah. So suppose the things is actually there is a browser is there. Suppose this is the browser, okay, B. So from the browser actually request will transmitted, right? So in the server, and suppose this is the server is there. So, okay, so this is the server is there. So in the server from the browser request going to the server. So now if I install the like Bob Suite, so Bob Suite is basically here in the through the proxy it's connected with the browsers. In the here Bob Suite is there. So, okay, so now if you give any request from your browser, so now it is the buff suite here in the middle, and then if in the buff suite there is an option. So if it is intercept is basically on, okay, so if intercept is on, so then I can, it's not going to the server actually, I can see the request here, and if I forward it, then it's going to the server. Otherwise it's not going to the server because buff suite is configured with my browser, okay, in the same proxy. So but if it is off, so then it will automatically going to, there is no interception is there, intercept is there, it directly going to the servers. Okay, from buff suite actually it's going to the server, and the history log you can capture that request, you can see that request. So the things is actually where you can use the validation, so you have to use that particular parameters, that amount one. So you have to restrict that only 60 when it's going to like servers, okay, that payment gateway or something, the server, it's the hit the server. So only that amount will uh, that amount will be like as a equal, like suppose 69.95 is there, so if anyone try to modify it, so that will not affected. So the only if anyone modify, but the 69.95 will be there, so that value will be like the static value that against that particular product. Okay, so if you are not validate, so in the middle actually means in the browser and server, in the request actually, in that communications in the middle, so like the Bobsuit tools and some applications can modify, anyone can modify and change in the server, and then that will be effect in the server, right? Got my point, Sobik?
Yes, yes, yes. Got it. Got it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Can they detect who done online fraud? Okay, I'll answer this one, but before that, Yamini have question. Yeah, please let me know, Yamini.
Sir, I want to ask, can it happen with all the websites?
uh, no, the any others websites also. So you can it help, it's work for the Indian websites also. Indian website I'm not showing because they maybe this recorded video will uploaded in some portal like as well as, and you get that recorded video also. So that's why the outside like India, I'll show you because there is a issue with the cyber security related and all. But the same things will happen if it is a, if that link is vulnerable, means that parameter is vulnerable, and if developer is not validate their parameter value, so then you can change in the Indian websites also. So that will not affect. That will not a problem actually. Okay. And many Indian websites is also vulnerable, and we report that lots of companies websites and all. Okay. Yeah, your voice is broken. Can you come again? Hello. It's fine. Yamini, please let me know.
Sir, if we set a privacy
Sorry,
on the
sorry.
website, then also
Hmm.
want to say that it will all happen when if, sir, if we set a privacy on some site,
Hmm. Yes,
sir,
yes. Continue. Yes, yes. Tell me, tell
if
me.
we set a privacy on a some site, then also,
Then
sir,
also,
it will happen with this type of parameter with that.
yeah. So
Then
if they are
also,
not,
sir, these type of
yeah, yeah, in the code level actually, if they don't validate their parameter value, so then you can easily modify that. If they use like any kind of privacy or privacy policy or like HTTP, HTTPS certificate they are using, so that not like that. So this is a particular, this particular vulnerability is called parameter tampering. So if they are
okay, sir.
don't use the validations against that parameter, so attacker can modify that and can do this way actually.
Okay, okay.
Okay, Rohit have questions. Can they detect who done online fraud? Yeah, so Rohit, the things is actually if they use they like check the manually, okay, so check the transaction, so obviously they can see like they only receive this much amount only, okay, so 95 actually they received, but they received only this like 1 point something, so obviously something wrong is there. So if they check, so obviously they can detect you. But the things is in the maximum e-commerce side, the all the things is happened with their like applications only, so they are not checking. But because if you check the big e-commerce site like the Flipkart or like Amazon, so like that kind of e-commerce sites have like in a second, in like in a minute actually there is lots of like more than 1,000 product is ordered, right? So that's why they cannot check in manually, so automatically application is detect, and if everything is fine, so then that the process is there. So this way actually they cannot detect that the online fraud is going, or if they check manually, so they can detect only. Otherwise, in the automation process, everything will be fine. The payment is also fine, because they only check the payment is done successfully from the payment gateway or not. They're not checking how many payment is basically activated. So then obviously the payment is successfully done, so then it's redirected and then this way done. Okay. Sir, can they do same things with our bank accounts which link with our mobiles? Yes, if that bank is not validate their parameter value, so obviously they can do. So they can change and they can do. So anyone have questions? Please let me know regarding.
No, sir.
Yes. Sir,
Toby?
validation at the end. Yes, validation at server end. You were talking about validation at server end, just matching
Exactly.
the. But
Yes.
sir, after clicking the pay now button, the
Yes.
direction means we are redirecting into the payment site. Say for example,
Yes.
if I choose net banking, that means
Yes.
State Bank of India page. How State
Right.
Bank of India server knows the actual amount to tally that amount with the
Exactly.
initial. Yes.
Yeah, this is I got your question. This is good question actually. So the thing is actually, if you check like this is the abc.com, that e-commerce site, suppose. Okay, and this is the payment gateway. Okay, and payment gateway is there, and then the bank is redirected to that particular bank websites. Okay, bank website is there, right? So now the things is abc.com, that transfer page is there. So means transfer means suppose that like pay now button is there. So after click on pay now button, so then their side, that abc.com side, they call that parameters, they connect that parameter, like amount parameter is there, and that suppose its value is like 7,000, and this value is basically going through the payment gateway, it's going to the side. So these parameters actually call from abc.com, not that particular bank side or that payment gateway. So that way actually they have to validate that amount, these particular parameters should be equal only the 7,000. So abc.com only they like release that parameter name, so the not bank side. Okay,
Okay.
got my
Okay.
point?
Understood. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So any questions till regarding this? Can we hack Wi-Fi? Yes, Wi-Fi hacking also be done, but till I'm not today I'm not showing the Wi-Fi hacking, so I can explain the process actually, and I can share the video, others video, so where you can see, because in the Wi-Fi hacking you need one adapter. So, okay, right now I don't have adapter actually, that Wi-Fi wireless adapter actually you need, but the question is there, so I just explain that how Wi-Fi hacking, like how you can do like this part Wi-Fi hacking. Okay, so now the things is actually uh, first, suppose first you have to check that in your area, in your range actually, how many SSID is there, means the wireless name actually is there, so Wi-Fi name is there. So, okay, so far first you have to detect, suppose in your like in your range, suppose there is a like Wi-Fi access point is there, like SAMI. Okay, SAMI WP. This is a suppose access point. Okay, so and suppose you want to target this access point, and this is configured with WPA2 encryption, and the WPA2 and like WEP. So there is a different kind of like encryption is there. So now most of the like router use the WPA2 connection, because this is most secure. So where actually it is secure, I'll explain that things also. So now the things is, suppose this router is connected with like WPA2 SAMI WPAT. This is a suppose SSD ID I want to target. So now first things, the mandatory things, required things is that SAMI WPA2 should be active. This Wi-Fi should be active with more than like one or two active client. So in this Wi-Fi already one or two more active client is there. More active clients means actually this Wi-Fi connected one or two devices connected, and they are exchange the data through this Wi-Fi. Okay, so means this SAMI WPA2 have connections like one or two more clients. So now the things is concept is actually we are using one tool. So first tools like Aircrack we can use, and there is lots of other tools is there. Fluxen, if you use the Fluxen, it's available at GitHub. You can easily download Fluxen. Okay, so through this actually there is a interface is there, like choose 1 2 3 4, you can do that. But you can use the Aircrack one also. There is a command based tool, so using the command is available in internet. You can easily search and you can get all the command. So first the things is scenario is, first you will detect like how many access point in your range. Suppose you detect this access point is there SAMI and you want to target, so that's done. So now you check that how many the data exchange of that clients. Okay, so if there is a data exchange rate is 0, so then you cannot access. Okay, and suppose there is no more active client, so you cannot means hack that particular Wi-Fi. So like WPA2, in case of WPA2. So now suppose one or two client is there and the live data connection is there in this Wi-Fi. So now next things is actually we try to deauth all the client, all the active client. So this is one or two like active client is there. So we use one tool. So using that tool actually in the Fluxen also there is an option. So next step is we deauth all the active clients. So now all the active client is disconnected from this particular Wi-Fi, this AP SAMI. Okay, so they deactivate, they are deactivated. So now that active client try to send like try to connect that particular this this particular Wi-Fi, right, SAMI, this access point. And this active client already have that sorry password handshake, password like authentications. Because if you check sorry if you check like if you give one time user ID password, one time password in your Wi-Fi router, so next time you don't need to give sorry, just a minute please. So next time actually don't want to type that password, so it's automatically connected because your device and the router, that authentication is done, and they like handshake value is there, so you can easily communicate. So now the active client try to connect that particular that router through that that authentication packet that already that active client have. So now you have to capture that particular authentication token. So now things is, if your router is configured with WEP like encryption, so that is the password. There is no encoded format is there, so you can easily get the password. You just check like capture the handshake value, and then you can easily get the password. But in the WPA2 their encryption is there, so if you capture that handshake value that is communicating with that your active client at that the router, and you capture that handshake value, so that handshake value is basically totally encrypted. So suppose you capture the handshake value but you cannot get that password because there is an encryption is there, so you cannot bypass that. So now you can do the brute force attack actually. So capture that handshake value. If the handshake value is successfully captured, now do the brute force. Okay, so in the brute force actually you need one word list. So through that word list, suppose in that word list is, suppose there is a combination file is there, like plain text value is there, like 1 2 3 4, okay, like 4 5 6, and suppose like 7 8 9. So suppose this is the plain text value. So now the tool actually try to encode this value to that handshake value, okay, and try to match with that particular handshake that you have captured from that active clients. So now if that this plain text value with match with that particular handshake value, so now then tool will detect this is the real password, and this way actually you get that password. So you need one word list, good word list, and if that word list have the password, so then you can get the Wi-Fi password only. And if you want to target that particular Wi-Fi, and that Wi-Fi should be like more than one or two active client, and the router should be in the ideal position, means they exchange the communicate with the client and exchange the data. Got my point? Rohit, let me know. So this is the concept, and if you want to do the practical actually, so you can see lots of video is there. Actually there is a adapter is there for the VM, because if you install the VM, so obviously like and then the monitor network adapter will be not in monitor mode, so then you cannot do this. So that's why that external adapter, Wi-Fi adapter, you have to buy, so then you can do actually. Okay, yes sir. Anyone have doubt related to this Wi-Fi hacking, this concept, please let me know. Otherwise I'll go to the next topic then.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So the next topic, what I'll show you. Okay, so let me explain SQL injection vulnerability. Yes, have any question, anyone? No question, right? Okay, so SQL injections vulnerability. Okay, so what is a SQL injection vulnerability, and SQL injection vulnerability, how it is? Let me explain. So SQL injection vulnerability, injections, I think you all know. Injections means basically you are like push something, right? So in case of also in uh, injection is a common term. If you explain like in the common terms also, like suppose if I inject in your like in your body, so obviously we just try to push some medicines through that process, right? So means injections means we are push something in that systems. Okay, and so here SQL means basically SQL we know structure query language basically, and it is related to the database, right? So here SQL related some query, some informations actually we try to inject in the server, and if it is affect in the applications actually, means if we get the database structures, informations and all, so then we can tell this is a vulnerable for SQL injection vulnerability. Okay, so got my points, means using this vulnerability we get access the backend servers. Okay,
Sir,
and yes, tell me. Your voice is broken. Hello. Can you type in chat?
sir,
Yeah.
can there any?
Your voice is totally broken. Can you type in
Okay,
chat?
sir.
So yeah. Just type in chat box. So through the SQL injection vulnerability, actually, we can access the backend server, and we get the all the informations like in the backend server in the database, like the table, column. So we get all the informations. Okay. So suppose first I'll show you the in the one demo website only. Live website also I can show, but can there have types of SQL injection? Yes, there is a different type of SQL injection is also there. So how it means the different depend on the exploit actually. It's actually the different types of SQL injection is there. Okay. So so suppose so just like how we can first see my screen and I'll explain then types of we'll discuss. So first I just visit the test site only. Okay, so suppose this is the login page. So previous that I explained that suppose this is a login page, and in this login page actually we give that some x or x1 and we don't know the valid user ID and password, and we have successfully accessed. So the things is this is the login page. Okay, we have to type the user ID and password, Now in the user ID and password, I have just typed this one like x or x equal to x. Okay, so I just copy this and type in the username and the password, and I simply click on this login button. Sir, can you help with explain with example? Yes, I just follow my screen. I'll show you. So just see, without login user ID and password, I have successfully logged in. Okay, so I don't have any valid user ID and password. I use that X or X1 and I have successfully logged in. So now things is how it's happens. Mean I don't type any valid user ID and password. Without valid user ID password, I have why I have successfully accessed this site. Now the things is actually the obviously this is a vulnerability of SQL injection. So how? So normally what happened if you type anything in this username and the password field, so it's going to the database server, and in the database server actually it's checking that your given data is it equal to the database server data or not. If it is equal, then you can successfully log in. Otherwise it's so incorrect user ID and password. Okay, so I don't have any valid user ID and password, right? I don't know. And the things is actually in the database server there is lots of data is there, like like lots of table is there, lots of column is there. So suppose if you type anything in this username and password field, so you have to match with that particular table and particular column. So that's why developer using one query string. Okay, so developer using one query string. So through this query string is basically connected to the database server. So here I'm just typing one query string. The query string is like select star form the table name. Suppose admins means if you type anything in this username field, so suppose it's going to the admin tables username column. So now the statement is like select star form admin, where username means admin tables username column equal to in this field, like in this username field data. So here user can type anything. So that's why I'm just using one variable and one parameter. So these parameters is basically connected to the admin tables username column. And then there is another field pass equal to then the variable and the pass, right? So then there is a logic, if this statement return to you can successfully log in, else it's so incorrect user ID and password. So I don't know any valid user ID and password. So here I'm just typing one two statement like x or x equal to x. Okay, so I type in the username field and the password field. So now it's going here and here. Now if you check the query string, so the query string is like select star from admin, where username equal to x or x equal to x means x. So username equal to true and pass equal to same x or x equal to x means true. So username equal to true and pass equal to true. So now obviously it is in the if block and I can successfully log in. Okay, so and but if you type exactly this one, so you get the error because the things is actually here developer already mentioned one single quote. So first single quote you have to replace and last one you have to replace. So this is the valid one. So now if I type these things in the username and the password field and click on login button, let let's say I have successfully logged in with this, right? I don't have valid user ID and password. So now the things is uh, why different type of SQL injection is there. So now this is one actually like one type of SQL injection where I don't exploit, I don't access that backend server and all. What I did actually, I'm just using one two statement, okay, and it is not written any kind of error or something. It's directly without error or anything. Actually, we have successfully logged in. Okay, so that's why, and we are basically using the two statement. Okay, so that's why this kind of SQL injection is called blind SQL injection. Okay, and there is a different type of SQL injection is there actually type of like exploitation. So blind SQL injection is there. Okay, union based SQL injection is there, boolean based SQL injection is there, and like error based SQL injection is there. So how what kind of payload basically you are using. So depend on that, actually there is a different type of SQL injection is there. So this is called blind SQLi. Why? Because this statement return the true flag itself, and it's not showing any kind of error. So without error and without with just only the return the true flag, we have successfully bypassed the database server and we have successfully logged in. So that's why this vulnerability, this SQLi is called blind SQL injection. And suppose if I use like union kind of query string and union kind of like payload exploit script, and if it is successfully bypassed and I access the database server, so then that type of SQL injection is called union based SQLi. So if I type like boolean based something and use that, if I successfully bypass, so then that is called boolean based. And suppose I add something like single quote or something, and if I get like error kind of message and I get that information, database related information, so then that is called actually the error based SQL injection. So different type of SQL injection is there. So what kind of payload basically you are using, depend on that, actually different kind of payload is there. Yamini, clear? Or have
Yes,
any
sir.
question, please? You clear now?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now next things I'll show you in the SQLi. So like now using this X or X, we have successfully bypassed the login page, and without login user ID and password we can access. So next things actually I'll show you like how we can access the backend server as well as. Okay. So how we can access the backend server. So now suppose I'm just try to visit another link in this demo site, and then suppose I just click on this like poster tab, and now just check the URL. And if you want to like test any website and all, so then obviously your job is like check the URL, okay, the parameters, and the capture the request also, in that is that going to the server. Suppose if in this case, if you check the URL, so the in the URL itself is mentioned, if you check like, yeah, so just check the URL. So this is the domain name, we all know, right? And this is the page name in that domain, list product.php. Okay, now after the page there is a question mark is there, and there is a cat is there, and equal this is this one, like cat equal to 1. So this is called actually the parameters. Okay, so this is called the parameters. Okay, and this is the domain name and this is the page name. So why parameters is basically used, maybe this request is going to the server in the like the database server, and in the database server maybe it's try to get some like informations, and in the database server suppose in this parameters have some value and all, so they try to retrieve that and it's so in this page, right? So now then maybe this link is vulnerable for SQLi. So now how we can exploit? So now first you have to check that this link is vulnerable for SQLi or not, because this kind of URL structure maybe you get from Facebook also, but the structure is there, but then you have to check that this link is really vulnerable or not. So as like the previous example, like there is a backside gate is there, that backside gate is not a issue, but if there is a security guard is there, so that is not vulnerable. So then how you have to check this link is vulnerable or not? So I'm just add the single code in the end of this parameter and hit the enter. Now let's see that previous all the message, the all the details will remove, will not show. Now that there is a error message is showing, mysql SQL syntax error is there, means this link is vulnerable for SQL injection. We confirm that we are add just single quote after the end of that parameter, and if we get this kind of error message, so means we this link is basically vulnerable for SQLi. Clear? So now we detect that this link is vulnerable for SQLi. Now we can use the SQL map. So through the SQL map, actually we can exploit, means we can access the backend server. So SQL map, this tool is basically pre-installed in the Kali Linux, so you can use, or if you want to install in like Windows machine, so then you have to install Python 2.7 first. So then you can install, actually you can run. So in my case, in my MacBook, actually there is already its application is there, so I try to do from here. Yes, SQL map. So now the command will be actually, so I'm just use this command dot slash SQL map dot py and then space minus u for the URL, and the SQL map tool is also like CLR version is there, command line version is there, and in the hacking also all the maximum tool is available in CLR version, because obviously hacker is the expert, so they don't have any kind of like graphical interface. Maximum tool is built in like the CLR version command line. So now I just copy this URL. Okay, so this is the main URL. So I just copy and now I just paste here. So in the double quote, actually, I keep that URL, paste here and space double minus DVA. So I just hit the enter. Now let's see. Yeah, so I get that in my screen, you get that available database name is the accord and the information schema. Okay, so I use that comment. What is the comment? So the comment is SQL map, and if you're using like in the in Kali Linux, so then the comment will be only SQL map. But in this case, if you install in like use in Windows or like any others operating system like Mac and all, so then the go to that folder, that directory from your terminal, and then run this command sqlmap.py. But if you use the SQL map only, so then just only type SQL map, that will be fine. And then minus u, and then the URL you have to type. So here this is the URL actually. So this is the URL and space, then double minus DVA. So this is the comment for database, and the things is actually in the database server, the data is basically stored in this way, like the database name is there, database is there, and then the table is there, and then the column is there actually, and then the data is there. So in the same way, the first command will be for the database name, command will be this one, SQL map, this one, space double minus DVS. And in this command, you can see this, I get this, the available database is 2, accord and information schema. So now the next command will be for the table name. For the table name, command will be changed with like, just a minute. So we just little bit change here, my minus D and the database name. Suppose we target this acquired one, don't target information schema, because information schema you did not get the data, only the structure is there. So don't target information schema. So without like try others database. So here acquired is there. So I just target acquired SCUART and then space double minus tables. So this is the comment for the tables name. So I just copy this and suppose I paste here in the terminal, hit the enter. So using this, I get all the tables name. Okay, yeah. So there is a 8 tables is there. I get it. So yeah. So 8 tables is there. So the next comment will be for the column name. Okay, and here suppose I am targeting user tables, because in the user table there is a chances to get user details like user ID, password and all. Okay, so now next comment will be for users. So this is the comment. So here minus T and the table name, here I type like users space double minus column. So then I have to check the column's name. So we are in this position, so column name we have to check. So this is the command actually, and now paste here and hit the enter. So we can see this is all the columns name. So there is a 8 columns is there. Okay, name, address, card, CC, email, fast, phone, uname. So this is all the columns name. Okay, so now we can target that particular column name like username and pass, right? Suppose I want to target this particular column name. So now the command will be actually for the data. So I just replace double minus columns to minus C, and the column name is, suppose we are targeting uname and pass. So uname, comma, pass, and then space double minus dump. So this is the command. Using this command, we dump the data. So now paste here and hit the enter. Now let's see. Yeah, so you get that username password. So username password is a test and test. Okay, so now I'm checking with the sites that it's working. The valid username password is test for the user. So I just type in username test and the password is test. Now click on login. Now let's say I have successfully logged in, right? So means I have directly connect to the database server and I get all the informations in the database server like table name, column name, and the data as well as. So using this SQL injection vulnerability, actually, we access that backend server, backend database server. We steal the data and we can access the database server as well. And you can modify the database server also. Yeah. Please let me know like your questions, queries, and doubts, please. Any questions, anything you have, please let me know. Hello. Any
Hello.
No, sir.
Hello.
no, sir. Okay. Novik, yeah, tell
Yes,
me.
sir. Yes, yeah. Sir, the topic starts with ethical hacking, and you said that unauthorized access, but system owner gives us the permission to access their system. So, what
Right,
system owner will give the permission to access?
right.
Means in which
System,
scenario?
yeah. So the things is the testing for the testing purpose. So system owner basically try to basically test that how their system is basically. Okay. In suppose if attackers, obviously hackers mentality is there, try to access the unauthorized, do the unauthorized access. So that's why actually system owner want to check if their application is fine or not. So that's why actually the system owner try to do the unauthorized access. Okay, so that's why they hire the ethical hackers. So ethical hackers basically try to do the unauthorized access the same way as they like hackers. But here only the difference is they system owner, they take permission from the system owner only, right?
Okay, yes. That means they are agreed to access their database, and we are learning how to access the database.
Yes, this is a side because obviously, so you have to hack. Suppose if you only detect this is a vulnerability, so system owner will
Hmm.
not okay, but then how, what happened? What will happen? So as a hacker's approach, actually you have to hack, but system owner only
Hmm.
give you permission, so that's why you hack. So that's why actually it's called ethical hacker. So your activity
Acha.
will be as a like the black hat hacker. Your activity will be, but you are not harmful for that particular person. If person that system owner give you the permissions, so then only you access. But the attack scenario
Okay.
will be
Okay.
same as in the black hat hacker.
Acha. Okay. Understand. Yes. Okay. Understand. Yes.
Okay. So anyone have doubt? Please let me
Sir,
know. Yes.
sir,
Yes. Yes.
sir,
Please
I
let me
don't
know.
know. What can you say now?
That ethical hackers and hackers difference. Hello.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
So yes. Okay. 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 Got your point. So hackers means actually uh, like the ethical hacker or like the black hat hackers, okay, right? Or like hacking or the ethical hacking. So in the hackings means actually here system owner don't give you the permissions. System owner don't give you the permissions. Okay, don't give you the permission. So without permissions, actually you try to access their system, and after access, like you copy all the data and try to sell, or like you try to destroy their data. Okay, so that this is called the hacking, actually unauthorized access totally, and you don't have any system owner don't give you the permissions. But in the ethical hacking, actually here system owner give you the permissions. System owner give you the permissions. Okay, give you the permissions, and now with system owner permission, you try to do the unauthorized access as well as. So hacking also try to unauthorized access, but system owner don't give you the permission. Here system owner give you the permissions, but you try to do the unauthorized access. So both way unauthorized access is there, but in the first scenario hacking, system owner don't give you the permissions. In the ethical hacking, system owner give you the permission. So that is the only difference. But the approach, the hacking approach will be same for as a ethical hacking and the hacking, and like as a black hat hacker or as a ethical hacker.
Okay, sir.
Got my point?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now 5 to 10 minutes is there, I think. So please let me know your like doubt, and if you want to like and other question if you have related to other topic, please let me know and I'll explain that also. Okay. And in the sessions also, if you have any questions, any problem, please let me know. I'll discuss that, because in one day obviously I cannot teach you so many things and you will obviously forget. So till now that I have shown, actually just practice in your side and try to do practical hands-on practical do in your side. I will share this video link. Okay. And just check that video and try to do in your side step by step. And if you have any doubt questions, please let me know. I'll share the WhatsApp number as well, as so you can ping me and you can ask me questions. Okay. And before that means and please let me know, like if you have any questions and any queries, please let me know. Pritam says showed access of deep web is told access of deep web is illegal, but why? Okay, so deep web, Rohit, right? So what is deep web? So deep web is the, it's not connected to the internet in the normal
Now I topic.
internet. Mhm. It's a normal, not like the uh, normal internet or like the triple W or like the Google cannot access that data actually. So deep web is a different like communication, different network is there actually. So in the, if you want to access the deep web, so then you have to like install one application that is called the Tor. Okay. So through the Tor actually you can access the deep web. Okay. And there is a lots of illegal activity is there. Why illegal activity? Because that network is separated from like normal internet, means triple W. Okay, so that is totally separated. And who basically install that Tor client actually, so through the Tor client only they can access that particular link. So now through the Tor network actually, and this is a different not, it is not monitor in normal internet activity. So that's why people try to sell lots of illegal product as well, as like the gun, drugs, lots of things. So they use that medium at media actually, that Tor network and the deep web actually use that. They try to sell lots of illegal product. Okay, so that's why actually that is related to like the deep web. Okay. And like here there is no monitoring activities there. Now suppose if you want to sell like any illegal product in like the e-commerce site, like suppose you want to sell product in, you build a e-commerce website. Okay. And in that e-commerce site, suppose you buy that sell the product over the internet. Now obviously then police will caught you, because police monitor that traffic actually, who is the owner of that particular domain, and they can easily caught you. And then obviously you cannot buy that illegal product in the e-commerce platform. But in the case of like the dark web and deep web, there is a Tor network is used, and Tor network is the most secure and anonymity is there. So their privacy is there. So no one actually don't know uh, original identity of that users actually, that owner. So that's why anyone can like host a website and sell the product actually. So that's why there is lots of illegal kind of activities there. So that's why maybe. Sir, can there is any possible to way doing ethical hacking? Which one? sir, can there is something common in hacking and ethical hacking? The common is basically both way. You are doing like unauthorized access, but the difference is actually in the ethical hacking, system owner give you the permission, and the hacking system owner don't need give you the permission. This is the difference. And common things actually both way you are doing the unauthorized access. Means you don't have any user ID and password. Without user ID and password, you have to access actually.
Okay, sir.
And Rohit, you clear? Can you please share your WhatsApp number? Sure, I am just typing chat box. And Rohit, are you clear with your doubts? Okay, can we control BMW cars by hijacking or IoT device? Yes, if there is a vulnerability is there, there is a car hacking is there, that frequency related things actually is there. But I'm not expert in that part actually. But I see lots of video and concept. So yeah, is it possible? So if there is a bug is there and lots of related to frequency related vulnerabilities is there, you can manipulate and we can do lots of activity. But seriously, frankly, I don't have details knowledge and details practical things. I have not done this uh, with that hacking, that BMW and all.
So is cybersecurity is the part of sorry, ethical hacking is the part of cybersecurity, right?
Let's see, like cyber security is a basically the whole things. Okay, suppose let's say as example, like BTech. Suppose if I tell you what degree you have, then you tell me BTech, right? So BTech is not like the course or that, like not like that, it's included lots of things, right? So the just only the term. So in the BTech actually there is a computer communication is there, lots of stream is there, right? And under that stream that you have the subject. So the same things for the like the cyber security also. Cyber security is the like the term actually, and cyber security related all about this, like is a forensic is there. Suppose after hack there is you have to recover, so forensic is there. So how the hacking process is going on, so this ethical hacking is there. How hacker hack the application server, and also this is ethical hacking. The pen test and testing is there. How corporate activity is there. So okay, how you can report that concerned person and all. So that is pen test and testing part is there. And like live monitoring, like SOC part is there, live threat analysis monitoring. So like the antivirus is there, a remote access trojan. So this is all related to in the cyber security actually. But ethical hackers like the suppose and there is a different kind of domain then is there. Means suppose if you want to build your career as a like pen test and testers, or like as an ethical hacker. So as an ethical hacker, what will be your job role? So your job role is like ethical hacker or pen test and tester, your job role is like find out vulnerability in the applications or in the system and report to the concerned persons, means your company. So your company will give you some websites or applications, and then you have to find out bug and report to the concerned person. So as a ethical hacker, that is your job role. Suppose if you are doing like as a forensic analyst, so in the forensic analyst, suppose in the cyber crime, where cyber crime report is like the police and government like infrastructure. So suppose hacking activity is there, so then you have to analyze like who maybe who do this kind of activity. So the your job is like try to analyze the hackers, how they hack, what going on, what kind of data you can recover after the hacking. So the cyber forensic actually basically that is their job role. And suppose there as they suppose you are a live monitor the all the threats that is coming in your applications or like in your device. So then there is a SOC analysis part is there. And suppose if you want to work as like antivirus company, so virus signature, what kind of virus signature is there, so payload is there. So that is there, that is your job role. And suppose there is a application is there, and like in that application, suppose we have like knowledge like patching software, like the things is suppose there is a trial version software is there, and we just manipulate with the full version. We use some patch or serial key, and using the serial key we get that full access. So that is the reverse engineering part is there. So this is all included in the cyber security actually, okay, related to unauthorized access and all. So which domain you prefer to comfortable, so you can go that according to you.
Okay. 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 Yeah.
Yes. Sir, I want to learn bug bounty more. Bug crowd and hacker is enough to learn. Yeah, bug bounty, hacker one, the hacker one, there is a video is there, resource is there, and I'll suggest you just check their hacker one activity part. Okay, in the activity there you get that lots of new script and all, so that you can follow. So if you log in with the hacker one, so there is a activity part is there, and hacker 101 there is a portal there. The lot video is there. There you can learn actually. And if you go that
Sir,
activity one, so yes, in the activity here, you can check that disclosure report as well as. So through the disclosure report you get that the payload script and all, and using that script, just collect that script, you can add for other side as well as. So this way obviously you can learn, and obviously blog, lots of new things if you read, so then your knowledge will increase. Yeah, Yamini, please tell me.
sir, all the online frauds are a part of hacking.
All the online course, our
Frauds, sir, frauds.
frauds or the online frauds are part of, yes, obviously it's a cyber security parts of hacking actually.
Sir, it comes under hacking or ethical hacking.
Which one? Hello.
Sir, these type of frauds.
This part of
Hello.
obviously yeah, this part of obviously the hacking, the if there is a frauds is there, and if suppose hacker manipulate with steal some money and all, so obviously this is cyber frauds, it's under the cyber fraud, and black hat hacker do this kind of activity actually.
And sir, if there is can steal any type of documents yeah, or with data.
Steal or document and data, then obviously it is also in the cyber frauds, cyber crime.
Okay,
It is
sir.
in.
Okay, sir.
Can we Ubuntu for hacking? Ubuntu, the things is actually suggest you just use the Kali Linux, because Ubuntu if you use, so the Kali Linux is basically based on Ubuntu. It is also Debian based, and Ubuntu is a basically clone from Ubuntu Kali Linux. But if you use the Ubuntu, so then you have to install the that tool actually again. Like you have to install the Metasploit and all. So that is not installed in Ubuntu, but that is already installed in Kali Linux. So if you use the Kali Linux, okay, so then you get that tool automatically, no need to install again. And if you install, so there is a lots of issue is there, like it's depend on platform issue and lots of things is happened. So that's why I'll suggest you use the Kali Linux. So it's already pre-installed, so you can only use it. But if you prefer Ubuntu, say, so you can use, but then you have to install the tool one by one. What is Ubuntu? Ubuntu is a Linux operating system. It's like Windows operating system is there. So same way the Linux operating, it is the operating system. Okay, Ubuntu is the Linux operating system, Linux OS.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Rohit, clear? Have any question? Please let me know. And any question, anything, please let me know if you have. And just give a feedback how you like the sessions, and if any suggestion is there, like how we can change and the course module and all. So then that things also you can mention. and how you like the session. Please let me know that things also. And if you have any questions, please let me know that that one. I have an error, Kali Linux file permission denied. Okay, so there is a root. I think you install the Kali latest version Kali Linux. So there is a user, and like now there is a normal user is there. So sudo you can use through that you can bypass that permission administrative privilege you can do, or otherwise you can install that Kali Linux older version like 2019 like December editions and all. So then you get that root access by default. So this like in my case, this is the I have the root access because this is root user. I am used like the older version of Kali Linux. So this is the link. Actually here you can download the older version Kali. Just a minute, old Kali. So here get all the list of older version Kali Linux. Yes, so Kali image, yes, right. Yeah, so like you can install this one, 2019. Kali Jet security is better for hacking. Uh, so you can use, but the things is actually the depend on tool. So I don't use actually Jet security one, but we basically use the Kali Linux only for the tool only because there is a pre-installed tool is there. So if Jet security have that, so you can use that one also. And this one is a Kali Linux older version one. So here you can install and you can download this ISO file. And this have by default root privilege, root access is there. You can set up this ISO file. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. And please let me know if you have any questions, any doubt, or you can give me feedback also, like how you like the sessions. Okay. And there is 3 hours, and yeah. So, Vic, you have question? Please let me know.
No, sir, I don't have any question, but the session was
Okay.
very nice. The basic knowledge you have discussed very nice way. Basically, I don't have this kind of knowledge, but this is my first class actually regarding ethical hacking. So nicely you have discussed. I thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. So, anyone have any questions, any doubt? Please let me know. Or otherwise, I'll means bye for today. I think I have already shared my WhatsApp number. If you have any question, any doubt, please let me know then. And yeah, and we'll meet another day maybe.
Okay, bye, sir.
Okay, bye.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Thank you, Yamini. So I'll upload this video, recorded video in YouTube, and I'll share the link. Okay, okay, I have your mail ID. Okay, I'll mail you the YouTube link. Okay, and thank you, thanks for joining the session. Okay, so no doubt, right? So then I'll disconnect the session. So next we'll meet. I hope we'll meet soon. Okay, thank you and good night.